The 14,000 or so people who actually watch my videos will probably remember when I uploaded one called Can I Beat Minecraft's Craziest Escape Room? Well, big surprise everyone, because that wasn't Minecraft's Craziest Escape Room. There has been a new one built specifically for me that's going to test my Minecraft skill against some almost impossible puzzles, and today I'm going to be trying it out. Alright, that was a long way down. Situation analysis. The first room of the escape room consisted of a barrel, decorated pot, ledge, and a target block. There was also some hopper circuitry in the ceiling, but there weren't any items inside them. When I looked inside the barrel, I found a poisonous potato and a wind charge. The poisonous potato has literally been confirmed by Mojang to be the most useless item in the entire game, so we don't see how this is going to help me very much. By the way people, I am wearing a new skin today, drawn by a friend on my Discord. If you like the skin, leave a comment, and I'll keep it. The first thing I thought of was putting the poisonous potato in the decorated pot, because when I looked behind it there was some redstone circuitry leading to a command block, and once I did I was given a button. I thought about using my wind charge to activate the target block, but then I realised I wouldn't be able to get up onto this ledge, so I used it for that instead. There we go. There was one piece of reinforced deep slate here which I seemed to be a little suspicious about, so I placed my button there, and when I activated it I was given a bow and an arrow. Now I could shoot the target. I just gotta line up my shot, because this is very far away. I need to hold down precision mode on my mouse. I need to be as precise as I can. And bullseye-ish. By hitting the target block, I was given 7 oak planks and looked for a spot that I could build with. I noticed a gap up in the central corridor that I had come from, so I built up to it, and I had just enough oak planks to get into the next room. I immediately looked around me and noticed 2 oak logs, a feather, a crafting table, some gravel, and what was presumably the next room. I also noticed a room up here, housing target blocks and decorated pots. I broke the oak logs in case I needed to use them for later, and also took the feather out of the item frame in case that turned out to be important as well. I turned one of my logs into planks and then turned it into sticks because I had a feeling of what to craft. With a crafting table you can create an arrow by using a stick, a feather, and a piece of flint, and I feel like there's gravel here for a reason. Alright gravel, let's first try this. Give me flint. Nope, flint, not gravel. Flint. 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 I have a feeling I'm gonna be here for a while. Flint. Flint! Yes, it listened to me. Okay, now I should be able to craft an arrow using the crafting table that I can shoot from my bow. I have a feeling I shouldn't use any of my blocks in case they turn out to be useful for later, so I'm just gonna have to jump and shoot a target. Hang on, which target do I shoot? When I went into F5 mode, I could see that there were 4 different targets with decorated pots on either side of them that I could shoot. One of them was emblazoned with fire. The other had a symbol of a bow, the other had a symbol of a villager, and the next had a symbol of the creeper. When I played through that other escape room, there was a puzzle just like this, and the solution was to hit the one thing that couldn't deal damage. So it seemed like the person who built this escape room watched that video. So I aimed my arrow, jumped, and hit the villager target, and I got an ender pearl, which I could use to get into the next room. Perfect, spot on. Right, what's in here? I found a wooden pickaxe with incredibly low durability, a redstone torch, and a stone brick wall, which seemed to be very random items. There was also a wall of ancient debris here, but I probably couldn't break it, and some reinforced deep slate for designated areas. I noticed there was some stone, so I decided to mine it with the wooden pickaxe to see if I could do anything. My wooden pickaxe broke, but that was fine, I had cobblestone. I tried placing my redstone torch on some of the designated areas, but it didn't look like anything was happening. So maybe... is this some kind of redstone door? Well, if it is, I might be able to make some levers, right, to help it out. If I place a lever here. Something was working. My lever was opening up the door a little. I decided to place 2 levers on the designated spots and pull both of them, and after a few seconds the door opened up and I was free to go into the next room. The next room. That is weird. I have a redstone torch here that could be used to power this door, but it's above the ground slightly, which is not good. That means I can't put the redstone torch anywhere to power it. Oh wait, I have an idea. Since I'm on Bedrock Edition, I should be able to use my wall and the redstone torch to power this. Bam, onto the next room. Hey guys, fun fact, did you know that the redstone torch, both when it's placed down and in the inventory, is just a regular torch with red pixels surrounding the flame? When you look at it from above, it's literally just a regular torch. Fact of the day, people. I'm an educational channel. I don't know how educational you could consider a Minecraft texture fact to be, because I'm really just pointing out Mojang's laziness, but anyway, inside the next chest there was an oak log. Now, I did notice a piston here with some leaves, and for those of you guys who don't know, when wood is attached to leaves and detected by an observer, it will actually update the data, and I had a feeling that this was going to be used for it. So I pulled the lever and I was given an ender pearl, which I used to teleport to the next room. The next room, looking very, very complicated. When I looked inside the chest, there was a lever and a piece of paper that read, "Be free." Huh, okay, that's useful advice. That's what I've been trying to be for this entire video. I noticed there were lots of pistons and redstone blocks with lamps above them, and I wondered if I'd have to pull a specific one with my lever. I also saw a sign reading A1, and at the back there was another sign that read C5. This seemed like a coordinate grid, but how would I know which coordinate I had to use? It had to be something to do with this paper, right? Be free. Be free. Be free? If this is A1, this must be A2, A3, A4, and A5. And this must be B. B1, B2, be free. Be free? Be free? Do you guys get what I'm saying? I think this might be it. So I placed my lever on the piston at coordinate grid B3, pulled it, and all of a sudden I was given a boat. This was it. When I looked in the other room, it seemed there was a tiny hole. I could use F5 mode to try and get a look inside, and it didn't seem like there was much. So I jumped, placed the boat, and got into it to try and no-clip through the wall. And I was successful. However, since this prison is built on Bedrock Edition, there's no way to boat clutch, so I was just going to have to bear the brunt of the damage. No fall damage. Maybe it's something to do with the pressure plate? This next room was full of coloured concrete and target blocks, and I didn't have anything to shoot them with because I lost my bow in an earlier challenge. However, when I opened the chest, there was a trident and another piece of paper reading blue plus yellow. Well, this is easy, right? I've just got to hit the blue one, slime block, and the yellow one, sticky piston. What can I do with a slime block and sticky piston? I mean, granted I could build a launching contraption to try and get me out of here into this next room perhaps, but I need a way to power it. Hang on a minute. Blue plus yellow. When you combine blue and yellow on a colour wheel, you get green. Does it want me to hit the green spot? Lever! I'm a genius! Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. If I use this pressure plate, I'll be able to power it, and then I can save the lever for later. Actually, no way, it would be the other way around. If I need to power something in the future, I can use the pressure plate, but for now I can use the lever to launch myself into the final room, which has a piston, redstone, and a lamp, and some more rooms over there. So I placed down my pressure plate, and when I activated the piston, I was given 2 beds, which I wasn't sure what I could use, but then I realised something. If I presume that this door leads to outside, it looks pretty dark out there, signifying that it might be nighttime. And there's a glitch in Minecraft where sleeping in a bed can teleport you through a wall, so I decided to give it a try, and it worked. I was officially in the next room, and I could use my final bed to get into the second room. When I looked inside the chest, I found pretty random items. A lava bucket, a piece of cobblestone, and a stack. There was only one obstacle left that stood between me and freedom, and I could see the sky through the door. The only way to power this was to create a lever, so I did it, and I opened the door. I had a weird feeling about the lava bucket, but I was now outside. Hopefully this will be it. Oh no, hang on. Oh gosh, is this what I think it is? For those of you people who don't know, you can lava bucket clutch in Minecraft, and if new players hear the words lava bucket clutch, they might think that placing lava below your feet just as soon as you hit the ground can negate your fall damage like water does, but this isn't the case. A lava bucket clutch is a lot harder, and it requires a block to do so. You have to place your lava on the edge of the block and simultaneously swim up it at the same time to cancel out your fall damage, but if I was going to escape this room, I'd have to do it. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous, this is such a long way down, okay. 3, 2, 1... Banania! Hold space, yes! Oh my gosh! Did I just do it? I just did it. Wait, am I gonna burn to death? Please tell me I'm not gonna burn to death after all that. No. Oh my gosh! Half a heart. I survived on half a heart. Well, if all you people of the internet did enjoy this video, please consider pressing that subscribe button below, as not many of my viewers are actually subscribed. It would mean the world to me, it would help me out a lot, and it's free, it's easy, and you can always change your mind later. But, anyway, I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day, and goodbye!